Oh, it's connected. It's connected now? Okay.
Eight 7-6 292 677666. You want a horse? Link Claudia Davis, man. You want a piece of land? She are the real big woman, Miss Davis, she are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put horse and a fan through she. You can put a car land. Miss D are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can put horse and a van through she. You can put a car land. She tell me pre-smart, pre-better. Get your own damn place so you prefer it. Dear me wife if you sign up letter car. NHT them a reach and setter. Plus me don't get a youth of a member. Me son just on table in December. And she do construction too. She will build your house for you and you get it well rendered. Davis, she are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own vehicle land. Miss D are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own vehicle land. She now start it and left you there. Me I tell your brother, yes, she well prepared. And if you're meeting enough farmer panga wrong, she give you lawyer, brother, clear your fear. She are the best RST agent. She help the need if you stop pay rent. They don't care about mind them, just give me strength by steel and gravel and black and cement. Now me house that I build up on the high. Me I save some me money gone up in the sky from. Me meet Claudia, me say me nah lie bank. Have money and me pocket never giant. Me swear for me life, say me son him have to fly so. Hypocrite peer gone while we die. You can't stop Claudia Davis, don't try. Every day another house gone. I Miss Davis, she are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own car land. Miss D are the real big woman. Which she coulda never go wrong with she. You can own house and a van through she. You can own car land. Yeah man, you know. It's Claudia Davis. Big up yourself. That's a like, subscribe, and share. Claudia Davis. Can get your house anywhere. Just be prepared without no fear.
Welcome everybody. It's a hot and rainy day in Jamaica.
Ha, Giovanni's first.
Hi, Jovan. My Serenity second. I think Cat's money beat you to it, you know, my Serenity.
Yes, Cat.
Hi, Cats. Hi, Cats. 1503. 1502, Javon. 1503.
Mom.
1503.08 seconds. So my Serenity. Just beat you by 3 seconds, my Serenity.
Is it 3 seconds?
Yeah, liter. Is it seconds? Yeah, 3 seconds. 3 seconds. And that's probably because we had a glitch in our internet. We're still having the glitch.
Or probably because she typed 3 extra letters than Cat.
Yeah.
Cat said hi. She said hi. I'm second.
I'm second. All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in today. It's raining outside. I'm in a different position today, so I'm actually facing south as opposed to facing north. So, Tony, you're gonna have to disconnect our WhatsApp from the computer.
All right, disconnected.
So I need to silence my phone. So everybody, I push out a Palmetto ad on TikTok today.
It's
Man,
not an ad, it was just a post.
that's
Wow.
a post. Sorry. My phone is going wild. Wild. Girls gone wild. Wild. Who know the song? That Girls Gone Wild.
More like buyers
Wild.
gone wild. Buyers gone wild.
Buyers gone wild. Wild. Them bonafide, something like that. I never know who's in that song. I can't tell. Boy, Girls
No.
Gone Wild.
I don't think so.
Who sings that?
Seem older than Cartel. No.
Wild. Wild.
Lorna says, good afternoon. Hi, Lorna. And Claudette Sinclair said, good evening, ladies. Hope all is well. Yes, all is well. Joy says, good afternoon. And Hope says, hello, ladies. Nice to be in the room.
Hi, Hope.
Hi, Hope. I Serenity says, I see a lot of negative comments under the Palmetto Pines video about flooding. Can you please address the comments about flood zone?
All right. So yes, where we are, we're kind of a bottom of a hill, right? Well, coming up from Kitsatown. So if you're in Kitsatown, you're coming down on St. John's Road. That's how it is down. And if you're coming from, as if you're coming from the west, if you're coming from the east, so you're coming from the bypass, you're kind of gonna be traveling up St. John's Road. But if you're coming from the west, you're gonna be coming down Kitsatown, down towards St. John's Road. So what happens? The rain falls coming down, but the drains, when it floods, the drains are not clean. That's what happens. The drains are not clean. I saw them yesterday. Actually, you should have taken a video of the man.
Well, cleaning the drain.
Cleaning the drain. So they were cleaning the drain yesterday. What happened? We have earth drains. So the bush and all of that grow up in the dirt. And when the rain comes, like probably no, I don't know if it's raining over there today. But when the rain comes, the water comes down and it can't go any further because of all this bush. But once it clear the drain, the water will go away. Now, Palmetto Pines, there will be more subdivision coming along the stretch. So a couple of things are going to happen. Palmetto Pines is we are the first development that it will hit. And we have a culvert that's going to take water from off the road and take it through our detention pond into pipes and out to the back to the canal on Old Harbor Road, which is where it's set up to take all that water coming on St. John's Road. As a matter of fact, the current existing drains does that. So one of them is through also Civil 3. One is there, so Civil have to keep theirs clean so that the water comes through.
There's actually 3 of them along the road.
There are 3 of them along the road. And all 3 do go into earth drains and are to go to the back, out to the canal on Old Harbor Road. But the Jamaican government does not clean the drains in a timely manner. I've noticed that this year they are being cleaned in a timely manner. I don't know if it is a season or what. But what I do also know, so there will be other developments coming along the road, guys. Palmetto Pines were the first ones to shoot out. So if you buy Palmetto Pines, you're in good standing. What I do also know, the government of Jamaica will be improving the St. John's Road, and they will be putting in the drains, the proper drains. So I guess they will be concreting those drains and get the water out. They have recently fixed the road, so we actually don't have any more potholes now on St. John's Road, well, at least not where we drive. So we're usually driving from the intersection of Featherbed Lane, Job Lane, Fairfield Road, that intersection with St. John's Road, coming up to Palmetto Pines, pothole free now. They've actually fixed it. So in order to keep the road pothole free, guys, you must fix the drains, keep clearing the drains. So a heavy duty excavator is there now currently clearing the drains, because I do believe we're expecting a rainy season anytime soon, coming from now on to into September. So those drains are being kept clean by the government of the day, which is is a Labour government. So we have not had the flooding since they have started doing that. But as I said, in the budget speech, Tony, we need to find that budget speech. I'm going to find the budget speech. I'm trying to remember the page. Is it going to take me a while to find it? And he told it in the budget speech, he did say Innswood is gonna get some love. So is St. John's Road, all of that corridor, because we have lots of developments coming. You know, when developments come, all those things have to be repaired. So the people who actually own property on St. John's Road already will definitely see improvement in the road for them, and they will also see their property values go up.
I know it's like when we're selling a Laker. People are like, I'm not buying
And
there.
then
They're
yeah,
going to have no road.
the road bad
And
like
as
yeah.
soon as the developer finished, the government put in road.
We didn't even know they were gonna fix the road. They gave us a brand new water pipeline all the way on the Bellevue Heights Road, which is where Bel Acre is. And they also repaired the road all the way through. We had no idea they were gonna fix this road. So I wasn't telling anybody that the road was gonna be repaired. But I tell you, the people that move by, they're so happy now. They get to drive on a lovely road, they get nice water pressure and everything. Even me did have a little doubt. He told it. Have a
I
little
have
doubt.
no doubt.
You don't have no doubt. So why you pay money, take it back, pay money, take it back,
I
pay
was
money.
not the one who took it back.
I know I'm still paying money. But anyway, everything, as them say, everything I'm for a reason, a season. And sometimes the timing is not right. Right? Sometimes the timing is out of sync with the universe, but once your timing sync in, then you're good. St. John's Road, everybody who talking about flooding now, put your name on a lot. You won't regret it. Besides, remember now, the development, you have to know the development setup. So the development will have a plaza in the front. That plaza have to flood first before you flood. Because there's going to be a wall that walls us out from the plaza, right? If you know St. John's Road setup, you will know that if let us say that for some strange reason the water does turn down onto our roads, then our roads have the proper drainage system that is going to take the water out to the back, right? And it's actually sloping away from us.
We also have the detention ponds in the front.
And we have the detention ponds all over the scheme. So we will not have flooding. Plus our lots are slightly elevated above the road level, so would not have flooding. But let us say the flood really come. What is your next option as a homeowner? One option you have is to put a wall around your property. Once you have the wall around your property and you create your own drain gutter system in the front, if it's not there, the water should not come onto your property. Water is going to be running away from us. Bring up the map, Tony. So we're going to bring up the Palmetto Pines map. There's a song that comes to my brain. Somebody drop the words in the chat for me. It is, all I can remember is don't be like doubting Thomas, who sat up on his dada and worry, worry, worry when you can pray. Also, one of the things that I teach my children is do not let a 1 in 10 or 20-year event stop you from doing an investment. What do I mean by that? So election comes around every 5 years. So that's a 1 in 5-year event. A major hurricane may hit Jamaica every 5 years. Well, for now, the hurricanes have been getting closer. So let us say a 1 in 10-year event hurricane may devastate. So we had a hurricane last year hit the south coast. Hurricanes will come this year again, but we don't expect it to devastate us.
Yeah, because that hurricane was what, May?
It was last year. I don't remember which month it was.
It was early though. It was before summer.
So, no, it was in the hurricane season. Hurricane season starts in June.
Oh.
So, don't let a 1 in how many year event stop you from making an investment. So flooding, the first house I bought was in Fairview Park, Spanish Town, which is in the same belt. Fairview Park is when you turn on Fairfield Road, which is that intersection with St. John's Road, Job Lane, Featherbed Lane, and Fairfield Road. So I bought my first property for 175,000 Galatian. Yes, it flooded. I remember a man picking us up at the bus stop, and the whole Jamaica had a flood. He picked up at the bus stop in Kingston, and it rained. The roads were there, Spanish Town Road, Marcus Garvey Life everywhere. But we arrived into Penn section, and then he stopped the vehicle, walked through the water, which was about thigh high. So we got to our house. We have a back door, and it was flooded. Just the same. Water come through and a side door, yes. Because the water come from Job Lane, not Job Lane. Water come from back of Winters Pen, Winters Park. I didn't have a big wall at the time, and it came through, right? So, but one of the good things in Jamaica, if you have a mortgage, your home is insured for peril, which is flood, hurricane, earthquake, fire. It is insured for peril once you have a mortgage, and that insurance is automatic. What is not automatic is maybe your life insurance, which if you want life insurance, you have to ask for it specifically, right? But you do have peril insurance. So the insurance trip in, got some money, dry out my mattress, dry out my wood furniture. Them, cause them time when me not buy bagas board furniture, and I like now when me buy bagas board.
I do remember the carpet being soggy though.
No, because dry it out. Dry it out. Soak it out.
The carpet?
Yeah. Use vacuum and hoovers and dry it out. No, mama call a cleaning company and them come deal with it.
Oh.
You were at school, but you call a cleaning company, them come and them clean the carpet and dry it out. Just like a sofa. When you do a sofa. So we pick up ourselves, dust off ourselves, and guess what? Add some money left over.
The whole dismay was probably like what, a week's inconvenience?
Yeah. It was so, it looks so negligible now.
Yeah.
But what I find in life, everything I have to do with your attitude towards what happens.
I don't even remember my bed being that wet.
No, it wasn't. It was just a floor.
Yeah.
If it is that you are going to be hit or devastated by some catastrophe, it is what happens next. What happens next is, how do I deal with this? Now, my attitude towards this. Your attitude towards it will determine how quickly you come out of it, and if you come out of it smiling or if you come out of it crying. It's your attitude to what happens next that is important, right? Because remember, the catastrophe or the devastation happened and gone. You can't change that again.
Mm-hmm.
But what happens next is you determine what happens next. Your thought process, your actions, your words. What do you do? How you talking about it? You're laughing about it. You're smiling. You just pick up yourself, brush off yourself, and go through. Maybe because I was in the army, why I have a let's just fix it attitude. And if I can't fix it, I throw it away. That's how I am. So even if I'm a man and I can't fix him, next move, I'm going to throw him away. That's just how I am. But that's training, eh? So other persons may be devastated by it, but you don't need to be devastated. Now, I have my name on one of those lots. I know it's going to be a beautiful development. It's going to be a development where everybody will come and will get their NHT or their bank loan and build their houses. And they're going to build some beautiful houses too. The infrastructure will be very good. Your roads will be good. Your sidewalks, your drains, your curb walls and channels. The infrastructure will be first rate, what we call Benz infrastructure. You're going to get that. You're not getting a wishy-washy infrastructure. So I am confident, I'm positive based on the drainage designs that we will not have flooding. So let me take them through with the mouse story.
Be gentle. Barely have any internet.
Barely have any internet. All right. Hope we don't lose signal. So this is the entrance up here on St. John's Road. So this is where we usually have the flooding when the water is coming down and trying to get away, but the drains are blocked, right?
You can zoom and show them.
So, am I not zoomed? I was zoomed. All right, so St. John's Road is at the top of the screen. So St. John's Road is to our north, right? This is a commercial space I'm telling you about. So this commercial space, if any flooding will happen, them going to flood before we back here. So a wall is going to be here to separate us from them. So certainly the water not going to come through the wall. Here is where we will enter to get into our scheme, and our security post is somewhere here. So if you look now, water, yes, so let us say the water does turn onto our roads for some strange reason. It turns on our roads, but it's going to come down here where we have drains on the whole of this road coming down. So it's going to turn down this road. Oops. Can't go no further.
What you want to do?
It's going to come down on this road. Look, it's coming straight down on this road.
Proposed road 10.
Proposed road 10, and it's going to go all the way back out here through the canal. Now, even before it does all of that fanciness with the drains.
Mama, use your right hand now.
Why?
Because
I'm ambidextrous. How do I get this back up?
Use your right hand. Your right hand knows.
So even before I do that, look at this, where it says open space 854. Open space 854 is a detention pond. We do have some pipes in this open space, pipes that will take water through and out as well. This one to over here too, the same thing, open space. So these are the lots here. So on each of these roads are drains. So if rain is falling and the water is on the road, the drains will take it off. Even if the drains are overloaded and it can't take it off, the water will naturally run onto the road, on the road itself, and run away from us. That's how it's situated. Back here, we also have a French drain. Don't know if you can see it on this map.
You can zoom a little.
Can't see it. But the drains in this development are pretty extensive, very extensive drains.
Drain easement tree.
Right. And we also have on this main road here, this main road, we have drains on both sides of the road, taking the volumes of water off out. But as I said, so we will take some, water going to continue down the road, and Civil 3 will take water, so will the other developments down the road going. So
but
flooding should be minimized.
Currently, when the drains are clean, there is no flooding.
There is no flooding.
It's when the government get lazy and don't clean them.
Yeah. But I think they're doing better with that, because we can't afford to have a flooding now. So they're cleaning the drains. I've seen and they have now put in a police station as well. So they put a wall around the police station. They don't want the police station flood out and sit there for 5 years and don't use again. Because they've actually refurbished the police station, put the policemen in there. So they don't want the policemen to take boat and come out of them station.
And the wall, I mean, now and everything.
Right, and they've put a wall. So those of you building in Palmetto Pines, you will put up your perimeter fencing. Because I had to do that at Fairview Park where I was. That was how I got rid of the problem.
Mm-hmm.
I had to put up a back wall
and re-slope the lot.
And re-slope the lot to the out. And another thing with water and flooding is simple trenches. People don't realize that. So when your yard flood, you trench out. If you realize that your house is lower than your road, because Victor Mitchell was quarreling with Island Homes about that with my property, that the house was too low, which when the flooding happened, that's when I realized, damn, that's why they were quarreling about it. So I had to dig a trench, but in another
person, Victor Mitchell will say, see, I tell you.
But me I quarrel them because I never have nowhere to live. I catch down a Black Roses corner, so me didn't need my house. So I say, listen, just give me the house, it don't matter. And the truth is, it comes out in the wash. It didn't matter.
I know we got more useful life and value out of the house than the one they flooded for.
Right. Because I bought that for 200,000, as I said, and I sold it back for 2.6 million within 12 years of owning the property. So I never ever carried to the 30 years that I took them to take the mortgage for. And by the, by about the 8th year, the mortgage was like chicken feed. So I started out with a mortgage of like 1,500 when my salary was 2,000. And when I finished, when I reached to when I said let me pay off this mortgage and get rid of them, my salary was 100,000, and I was only paying a 1,500 mortgage. You see, guys, you can't beat the real estate. The famous flood zone area. We're not talking about St. John's Road, not talking about flood yet. The famous flood zone area is 6 Mile. Who remember 6 Mile? That is where Nestle is now, and where Tropical Battery is, and where all the Chinese have put up all these famous things. I don't know what them doing over there, but them over there, right? No, that's a famous flood zone. The place was a flood zone.
You could dear and expensive,
and you couldn't get nobody to buy nothing over there. Even my former boss went and looked at property over there, and I thought about flooding. Boy, I regret it so much. But I tell you, that is a famous flood. Tony, anything up here selling now?
Something was up there selling the other day beside Tropical Battery, but I think it's gone now.
See if we can find it. Me tell you 100 piece of land over there. That's the famous flood zone. You see, the Chinese came and do something with the drain and the road and the this and the that, and them say flooding. Them know how to fix that. So I am confident that because the Chinese are here and they have been doing so much in terms of our infrastructure, those things will happen, right? There's also another famous flood zone being built now. As a matter of fact, on the bypass right now, they're putting up the police station that is in Spanish Town. It's coming out onto the bypass. And guess where it's going? Tony.
What?
The police station is going right in the swamp, in the flood zone. So the land is actually lower than the road, right? So when it rains, every water gone over on that land. So it's interesting to see what the Chinese have done to mitigate flooding. And this is a building that you see. Those of you in Jamaica, this is a building that you see going right across from Tire Warehouse on the bypass. So that big building used to be being built now by the Chinese. That is the new Spanish Town police station.
I think what happens,
I'm sure they're gonna do a boss job.
Jamaicans are very fearful. I guess because change happens slowly.
Here, yes, yeah.
So when they say that's a flood land, that's a flood, they cannot imagine or envision that maybe in 2 years' time there won't be any flooding.
Yeah. And that's because in this country we do things too slow. Our brains move so slow. I mean, in this day and age, people still telling me, "Oh, Spanish Town a bad place, or Spanish Town."
I know I spoke to someone this morning and they were saying, "I would never go Spanish Town. It's so bad. It's so bad. It's so bad." And I'm like, when last you actually go Spanish Town? 20 years ago. I said, "Oh, so you still say?"
Have you ever lived in Spanish Town? They've never lived in Spanish Town. Well, we lived in Spanish Town for 12 years. That's where I actually bought my first property. And
I actually like
and
Spanish
it's not
Town.
far. Is it walking distance? Not for me. Maybe walking for Tony from Palmetto Pines, where we used to have our first property. So those of you who are saying flooding, it is like somebody give me the song, man.
Yeah, man. Somebody says Agent Sasko sing it.
No, man. Agent Sasko. What was the first song I was singing? What was the first song? On Agent Sasko.
Lost connect.
Thoughtful Thomas. Don't be like doubtful. Why worry? Yes, it's Monica tell me. Why worry when you can pray? Seek Jesus and he will lead the way. Don't be like doubtful Thomas.
Oh, you know, where is all those words?
And worry. Why worry?
It's actually
when
a
you
hymn.
can pray. Oh, you find it?
Hold on.
You find it?
Let me see.
Put it up on the screen there.
I'm a different computer.
Uh-oh. Sure, it's a Hurricane Beryl hit July 3, 2024. Right, last year.
Last year.
Mhm.
So it was during summer, the heights of summer.
Right.
This summer is boiling and
Yeah.
we're
And,
flooded out last year.
and why it lick off St. Elizabeth says, because of old stock in our housing. They have old stock. A lot of those houses did not have hurricane straps and those things. Mm-hmm. But the newer houses have hurricane straps. Plus, a lot of our houses are slab roof now. So a hurricane wouldn't devastate those houses, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why? Let me see the song. Why worry? When you remember which song Angel I was singing, the Agents sing. Why worry? Where is it? It's a chorus. When you can pray, yes, seek, no, trust Jesus. He will lead the way. Don't be like doubting Thomas. Put your trust and faith in Jesus. Why worry, worry, worry? When you can pray. For a God-fearing country, boy, I'm afraid of everything.
Not for a God-fearing country, they're so doubtful.
Doubt.
I mean, they really don't believe God will provide, even though they go to church every day. And God provides every day. You don't need to ask.
Every single day. You just, don't say, you don't even have to ask.
You just have to think it. And God say, I got you, Jamaica. I got you.
Yeah. I'm looking outside now. I see the clouds rolling up. It's going to open up.
Boy, it's like I asked people to plant the grass and I take from you the other day.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, boy, I keep going to be here. I want some rain, some good rain. I look outside now.
Yeah, you have to have faith. Well, faith.
And God saw that I did so much work to get the grass here. So I told you I'm not leaving you hanging, man.
Yeah, man, like my good friend Farah give me some grass to, man. I'm a carrot, I'm going to plant it. And I say, geez, I'm no leave, I'm not go water the thing. So I call my next good friend Shauna. No, Shauna go give them grass and some water. No, Shauna go give them some water for me. Then she came around, she had torn it, lift up the grass and spread it out. Boy, between Farah and Shauna, bless it.
Yeah.
We watered it before we left, and it is gonna rain. So the rain is gonna help us. So just in the nick of time, we did it. We got it done. Mm-hmm. But you have to have faith that it is going to happen. If you don't have faith that it's going to happen, you're not going to get anything. All right? Now remember, the real estate is such. You sell it, you buy it, you don't like it, Miss Davis makes you sell it.
And the thing with real estate, there is someone who wants it more than you.
There is always somebody who wants it more than you. You know how many houses I sell, I'm like, I'm not gonna get a buyer. And here comes the buyer.
I know, and they'll be like, Miss D, I prayed on it and this house is mine.
Yeah.
God send them.
I got a house the first time with a grave on it in like a board house in Westmoreland. I said, we're going to buy this. People really buy them also. Oh, lady, come give me cash. Cash. I kid you not. Same thing with a piece of land. I'm saying, who's going to buy it? Have a grave on it. Them no business with that. Somebody wants it more than you.
Yeah.
You are looking at all the isms and schisms surrounding this. Them not. No. They just want somewhere to live. And that's what happens. You have to be, Jovan says, resilient. Why worry when you can pray? Have faith. But have faith that we're going to fix the drains, that we're going to put in drains. Have faith that the government of Jamaica is not sitting on their laurels watching us watch up on TV and say, flood. That's not good for them because the developers are coming to Spanish Town. You want the next best place that going to make on the money. You can't get in a Draxal again, Mommy Bay. You missed the boat. St. John's Road. You missed the boat at those places, St. John's Road, which is why we're in, right? You have to go where the development going, guys. You have to go where the government is putting its energy in. You have to go where the developers are putting their energy. They're giving some love. All right. Serenity says, we're coming off at 4 o'clock, guys. Did I tell you?
No, you just don't
I'm just telling them no. But it don't look like we can go out again because I'm not going to drive in the rain. My Serenity says, what is your experience with project management during development? Did you pay the project manager? But of course, you must pay the project manager.
Well,
Was it by the percentage of the cost of the project? Yes, it is, my Serenity. That can run anywhere from 1 to 5%, my Serenity. Depends on the project manager. So let us say paying a 200 million. You have to pay the project manager. You can probably work out a fixed monthly fee if you want to. Some will do that. But many of them want a percentage. So let's just say the project will cost you 200 million.
That's a small project.
1% or 2 million. Yeah, small project that. Times 5%. So I know that of 10 million. Anywhere from 1 to 5%. My Serenity. Depends on the project manager, depends on the scope and works of the project, depends on what you want them to do. If you want a project manager to handle money, it's gonna cost you more. But I like a two-tier system. So if I have a project manager, I still have another, like a procurement manager. I still have somebody who this project manager have to go to say, I want 2 load of concrete or I want 300 cubic yard of concrete.
Oh yeah, so the line you're going.
And then this project manager must be able to
2 million itself up.
Show them, man.
Different computer.
Doesn't say you can bring it up on here. You have the MLS number, see there. Sell already?
Yeah, man. So January of this year,
the swamp land on the sound never won.
2 million US.
2 million US. How big is the land?
1.3 acres.
1.3 acres. You know them struggle for sell for thing that is. Scroll down.
Took 1 year. Like this January. And sold January.
Right. Or well, close January. Probably take 1 year for them just close the sale.
Yeah. There's another one that was a little cheaper.
But that same swamp land that nobody did want a 6 mile, one that beg somebody to buy them land there.
Alright, so the one beside
Tony, them picture are too pretty for you now show the people.
One by Tropical sold for 1.350 US.
Get to the plate, get to the thing.
But funny enough, they listed it at 1.1. I sold for 1.3. It actually got beat up.
The 20's gonna bring it up and show you, but the same Mandela Highway. When I was living in Spanish Town, Mandela Highway was trying to remember, was a dual or a single? Must have been a dual. I went over there 12 carriageway yet. I don't remember. Somebody who know the history tell me. Maybe it wasn't a dual, you know. It was a single, then it turned dual, then it turned triple now. And the place used to flood. I remember we were going to work, Tony. Mm-hmm. The same 6 mile I make we couldn't reach work early. Crawling, you know.
Oh.
Cause over there swamp out and then the water come over on the road.
Oh.
Water come over on the road. And see, government of Jamaica go find some people called the Chinese who know more about infrastructure than we. And them come and say, no man, no problem, man, I'll fix that. I put in a wicked pipeline. Do you see the pipeline? I put in a wicked water pipeline coming in. Now, guys, you see, that's all about it. You have to partner with people who know what they're doing, right? So Tony's going to show you. This person who was selling this did take some beautiful aerial shots. So it's called Ferry Pen Commercial Complex. I'm not even changing the name. This place still named Ferry Pen.
Am I sharing?
Are you sharing? You must be sharing this beautiful view.
Let me see. Okay. I don't know if you're seeing it when I pop up.
Then slug onto this and then you know.
Okay.
Now you could go back to the meat.
Let me look over here.
Mm-hmm.
Go on talk, mommy. I think they can hear you at least.
Can so you're still live. You have not been disconnected.
Yeah, man, we're live.
Those of you who live overseas, you don't understand the magnitude of what's going on in Jamaica.
Road simple but pretty, man.
If it pretty, China them that friend.
Side what that on both sides?
Them do
Or
everything
just drain?
pretty.
Or just drain?
You don't know it's what.
It's drain.
Or you know it's drain. They could be walking on top of the drain.
I think it's Curban channel though.
Mm. Are they seeing it? The only way to have presented this was really with the drone shot. I don't think pictures on the ground would have done it any justice.
Nope. Yeah, they seen it, mommy.
All right. So you see this wall of this that I'm looking at here? This was a big old swamp on Mandela Highway.
It's still running behind them too.
Called Ferry. That's a river.
You can call it that.
It's a river. And show them now that let me see the next shot. The next shot shows a pipeline. Go the other way. So they have cut up this whole of this land. You can buy lots, right? So what you're looking at to the right is Nestle. So Nestle were the first ones who actually went there and buy a piece of land and set up for them factory. The front page. Then I think so. All of those in the back there, warehousing our stuff going on. Those are the Chinese. So they gave us this beautiful 3-lane, 6-lane Mandela Highway. It's called. And if you look to your left, you see a blue pipeline running. All of that is carrying. I don't know what kind of water it carrying, but it carrying some kind of water. I must check it out. I don't know if it carrying fresh water, drinkable water, or if it carrying water from the river. I don't know what it's doing. Or if it's carrying water into Kingston from St. Catherine. I don't know what it's doing.
It's a whole heap of lots.
Yeah, see it here now. So what I did was went over there, fix all drainage issues, and cut it up into lots. That's the subdivision you're seeing right there.
So this is Nestle on this big piece here? So?
Yeah. Nestle get to it, man.
Or maybe it's them this.
Yeah, maybe it's them that. Them get to it. So the one that was being sold, where's the price now? It was that one was being sold in the corner. I think which one Tropical Battery is on?
The front one.
The front one.
Here,
so that's Tropical Battery right there. Tony of the curse and it's behind Tropical Battery that was being sold. And that was sold for how much?
1.350.
1.350 US dollars.
There's another piece selling there too.
Sold already? I see sold on it.
Yeah, 2 million.
2 million.
Listed at 2, sold at 2.
Money talk. And what? Money talk. Money talk.
Where's this one?
There's a song like that too, guys.
Where's this one?
I don't know. Oh, now you're seeing the warehouses coming up. Over here is where they actually have that Chinese mechanic store.
Oh,
that,
is this selling?
The Chinese mechanic store that everybody's running to go to now. But you don't see on the road, them boss, not a flooding. Man, them fix it. Have faith. So somebody come and spend a couple billion this so and we afraid for spend how much? 7 million?
Not even is NHT really spending
and it's NHT spending it, it's not even you. You can borrow out before so you want to sell it back. So you're not paying NHT 7 million all now. Besides, this is Jamaica. We live in an inflationary economy. So by the time you buy this, roads and everything going, persons just seen it for the first time, they're going to want a piece. Miss Davis, we want a piece, and the demand drives up the price. The demand.
Miss D, do you have any information on Richmond development in Green Island?
No, I only know as much as you. Whatever was announced in the paper. You sure you didn't miss out any questions at the top?
No, we'll just mess around this question with your project manager.
Check back the top.
No. Carol says, can people be put on a waiting list for any of your developments in the event someone pulls out?
At which stage? At the initial stage of just putting the development together. Usually, if somebody, if we have closed the taking in investors, and somebody pulls out, usually somebody who is already in it, a shareholder who's there, will normally buy their position. We don't really invite in anybody after we've closed out. However, we can put on a waiting list for when we're actually selling the development. Like how we're going to be selling Norwich, Ecosted at Norwich soon, which is in Portland. You'll soon see that coming up. You have the link, Tony. So if you want to buy one of those lots, we're going to have different offerings, then you can put your name on it. So those of you who are interested in Portland, I tell you, outside Claudia and in here is so hot. Okay.
Mommy, the computer needs the fan more than you.
Really?
Yes.
Are you serious? We need a fan both. Computer. No, I don't have anything on Richmond. Jovan says, you mean Mandela? Yes, Jovan, Mandela Highway. Famous Mandela Highway. I remember I used to be stuck in traffic. At one point, we had our company had to be getting private transportation to bring over people, but that never worked. It was just the flooding on the road that caused us not to be able to get into Kingston quickly. Now, me I fly from Mandela. Sometimes I forget some in a 80 zone. Me and everybody else forgets that we're in a 80 zone. We have 3 beautiful lanes, nothing to stop us, rain, snow, or shine. And then from that same Mandela, we're able now. So I'm going to Spanish Town. I'm hitting the toll. I'm always on the toll. So I no longer drive through Spanish Town. I hit the toll and I exit at Spanish Town. And I'm boom. If I'm selling some lots to on Old Harbor Road, so I can go there. And I'm also selling these on St. John's Road. So I can also go there. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3. Guys, if you're not taking the toll, you're wasting time. When I'm going to the North Coast, same thing. I'm on the Mandela. I can go straight and I'm at the right turn on North Coast. In 45 minutes, I am on the North Coast doing my business. And I jump back on the toll. I'm back home. If you're not using the toll, you're not in business. Money is time, right? People say pricey, but time is more. Challenge with time is that you can't buy back time. So the amount of, no matter how much money you think you have, you can't buy time. So which means that you have to use it wisely, right?
Jovan is saying, you mean the Mandela?
Yes, the Mandela, the famous Mandela. I love it now.
My friend says, Jamaicans are fearful, especially fearful of Jamaica, while other people from all over the world come to Jamaica fearless.
Exactly.
I mean, they love to say America is a land of opportunity, but it's really Jamaica, you know.
It really is.
It really is Jamaica.
And Jamaica is a land of opportunity for poor people.
Yeah.
I don't know why they can't see that. As I keep saying, guys, if you're born come into a poor family, right? You're born, me never know me poor till I go Woolmers actually. I live in Trenchtown, Jonestown, my father at one point till him live up. Or she threw him out, whichever. I don't remember where they go. Or they go again. I don't remember. But no, she did leave. Yeah, she packed up into the dead and nice. I moved out for everybody if they were the old guy. That was that.
It must have been so much easier to leave a man back then, though, because he couldn't call you.
Yeah, he couldn't call you. It took him weeks of nowhere, God. Only for investigation. But the thing is, I realized I was poor when I went to Woolmans, right? I didn't know I was poor before that. I never short of food. My father was a butcher. Never short of food. Went to school. My mother was a labor right activist, and my father was a PNP activist. Just imagine.
You said that like he's a profession.
He's a profession. my
mother was a labor right.
Yeah, man, she was a labor right. My mother used to carry me go all a day. What them called, she called it at the time, council meeting. Come Claudia, we go to council meeting. And that meeting there, you sit down and you listen to them, and then them have like a penny concert, and them was good. Them was a good comradeship. I never went to the PNP meetings with my dad, but my dad was more socializer. So I have a bar, I have a beef shop. So the counselor, them and everybody would have stopped at Mr. Davis' bar and have a drink. And so you know people like Tony Sparling, you know the whole crew, right?
Mhm.
But as I say, my PNP share labor. So my mother with her laborite connection, she gets to buy a house down a trench town. While in there Jonestown. Anyway, we had to run leave the trench town house because gunmen came in on us. Again, time and space. So the thing is, if you're born poor, at my age now with some experience, I will tell you what to do. In this country, I don't know about no other country. I've never lived in another country more than 9 months. 9 months when I was in the army and them sent me go Royal Military Academy Sanders. Apart from that, I've never lived in any other country. I've visited but not lived. If you're born poor, you come and you realize say you're poor. Right? And you're gonna know say you're poor now. When I went to Woolman's, how I pick it up was me I walk come to school. But when me take a stock, pick me a driving at the school in a some bossy car.
Some kids don't realize because them zone them.
Then parents I drop them off, pick them up. Plus these kids had a different aura about them. Their bags were different, them hairstyles were different. Everything about them did different. So even though Woolmers had book rentals, you when you look for them, pencil case and
Yeah, I realized that
Yeah.
when I went to Woolmer's Prep.
Yeah.
Moving from Trafalgar Prep. It's different.
it's different. You could have seen the wealth on them,
The way
right?
they talk to is
And how they
different.
speak is
Yeah.
different. So guys, me not tell them I no lie. No. Me was one of them kids, the boy when me pick up that me say. So in first form I did track and field. Yeah, look for yourself, well, poor people that on the track field, man. Yeah, we made one track and field. Because the truth is you don't need nothing for the track and field. You just pick up yourself and go run in your butter sneakers. I did track and field at Woolman's in first form. I never even had a spike. It's a spikes I had to borrow for go run on the track,
Mhm.
right? I said, nah, man. By second form, I get disillusioned with this because as a sports girl, I love sport. I love sports more than I love academics. And luckily for me, I was bright and I started helping some of the richer ones in the class. And I managed to make friends with April Ferguson. Never forgot her. Well, April Ferguson was one of the richer ones in school. And she played lawn tennis. So me tag along with April. She played lawn tennis, badminton, gymnastics at the time. I'm afraid of gymnastics, I'm afraid of the horse and them something. So all me do was carry a bag and them something there. And anyway, April I got me a follow her. But the lawn tennis I logged on to because when at lawn tennis you had to pay for classes for lawn tennis. I never have no money, I never have no racket, I never have no. So me sit down on the bench, April and our coach and whatever them or whatever. When the coach gone, me and April that on the court a bat and a trade ball. I saw me learn to play lawn tennis. Till eventually I became champion for Woolmers in by fifth form. I was the champion girl at Woolmers in lawn tennis. And I didn't have an official coach. I remember we got champion for
You
go
may
play.
have a vision
never
for
have no
April
coach.
that train you.
April, yeah. But I remember we went to Campion for play a match. And me have board racket in my hand. And when the first serve, the girl gave me the board racket, leak out of my hand. Literally, because them have metal racket.
Mhm.
Wilson, no doubt, leak out of my hand. And then I say, oh yeah, but April left. I think by the time we reached fourth form, April was migrating, which a lot of the rich kids did. This was back in the 70s, right? They migrated and April left me all her equipment, her clothes, her rackets, her bag, everything. There's another young lady too. Bovell was their name. I think her dad was a lawyer. I don't remember her first name, but I know April Ferguson. April and I were friends. Bovell and I were friends, but she was also playing lawn tennis, and she left her clothes and her rackets also with me as well, and that is how I pick up on one thing now. If you're poor, you want some rich friend.
Mhm.
Remember that. If you're born poor, you must have some friend who are richer than you. And you must cuss out rich people.
You must
You
learn
must
and
understand
understand.
what's going on, right?
Because they didn't just get there
like that. Right.
There was some journey.
Yeah. So if I'm giving you now to get to make your way through life in Jamaica, if you're born poor, you are to go to all the free schools. So I went to Central Branch free under Michael Manley regime. I got a common entrance scholarship. My name came out in the Gleaner. My mother walk up and down and show everybody say Claudia Davis name in the paper, her daughter. Them time they would take pride. So we put the name come in a newspaper.
And I think, boy, you're forgetting to tell them they must recognize from early when they're at a disadvantage and pay attention.
Yeah.
A lot of them, they skate through and they don't realize that they're at a disadvantage. You must know where you starting in the race.
Yeah. You must know if you're there at the back.
Yeah.
Put it that way there. You must know that. And you must know if you're at the front too. Because if you're at the front and you're not even pick up some, you know, when they're at the front,
them are pass
them
you.
are going to run past you. So you must know where you are in the race, right? Of life. So I tell you guys, my name came out in the paper and I got what we call a government scholarship. So I didn't pay any school fees, anything. I went to Woolmer's, got my uniform. My mother, was an activist. So she got lunch checks from Ministry of Education. I would take these to the canteen and then give me my box juice and my patty. Mm-hmm. Every day for 5 years, I box juice and patty. Every day. The only time I get a break is from one of them same rich kids there. Because them are going to buy box food or them are going to carry them lunch, which is more than what them need for eat. And this girl a clean up. So me I going to get all of that. Me never have no problem. Claudia, want some? Yes. Claudia, you want this peanuts or whatever? Me I take it. Claudia, want them hair clips here? I mean that. Me not tell a lie. Me is Miss Clean Up, right? So you have to understand, as Tony said, where you are in this race. So you need to get into the free schools and you need to do well. Our children are taking free schools for granted, guys. We don't take free school for granted, right? My children didn't go to free school. I paid for my children. They went to prep school and high school. I had to pay too. So listen, although them go to government school, when they were going, we had to be paying the school fees. Of recent, that they have cut out that fee again, right? Under this government. Go to the free school and listen now. Me not care which school you go. It doesn't matter which school you go. The teacher in front of you, you get some book, you need to go read them. You don't understand, find a friend in your community who understand who you say bright and can talk. Go get them for teach you. Sit down on them foot and make them teach you.
Because no matter which school you land in Jamaica, there is somebody there who is brighter than you.
Always. You're not the brightest cat in that school. I remember when I was at Central Branch, Richard Glade or Blade, I can't remember. But Richard Blade, or was it Glade? Him come first, me come second. Him come first, me come second. I guess who me sit on my side?
Richard?
No, him sit on my side. From day one, me in grade 1. My mother say I have to sit in the front and she put me in a seat in the front. And him come sit down beside me. And let me tell you something. Me always go home and I say, no, sir, him beat me again. She said, it don't make a difference, Claudia. How much you get? Like me, I said, I get 90. She said, you're going to get 91 tomorrow. You're going to try for 92 tomorrow. I say, yes, mama. She teach me to compete with myself, right? Because in a life, you got people better than you or worse than you. So you have to compete with yourself. If your grade is a 30%, try get 35 tomorrow. And if a 90, try get 95 tomorrow, right? And also, she kind of insisted that I sit with the bright kids in the front. She don't want her on a back bench. Mm-hmm. You have to get up at the front. That was my mother. And every single time we change class, she make sure she come out of school early. She put me in the class and she talk to the teacher. I mean, wear glasses from before. So she had to tell the teacher, say, oh, my daughter wears glasses and she cannot see the board, so she has to sit in the front. She not talk English, she chat patois. I may talk English now. But she has to sit in the front and she give them the spiel, you know, why this little pick me off to sit down in the front. Because she knows that the backbench thing not gonna work out.
Side don't work either. Everyone was at Andrews, the back didn't pay attention. The sides were just like sleeping.
Yeah. You have to be in the front. So,
and the teacher though, as try as she might to reach all 40 of you, she
Can't.
really only reaching the 20 that's right here set in front of
Yeah.
her.
Can't. Or the 5.
Yeah.
When I asleep and now doodling on the back and I waste time.
Mm-hmm.
So, you're born poor. Every free school that you go in Jamaica, primary school, you're going to go to high school. When the high school finish, you're still not ready for the work world. So, no care what your mother say, your father say, if you go look at work, and for this year, what you going to do now? Well, our next free school named Art, I want you to get yourself in one of them programs. So whether you go evening, day school, night school, Saturday, Sunday, whatever irrelevant. Don't push your mother and father about no university. The only way you push for the university is if you get a scholarship. Guys, if you get a full scholarship, everything I pay for, go to the university and do well. But if you don't get, if let us say the scholarship thing now work for you, you can't get it. I want you to look at another free school, right? No. Someone love waste time up to high school and fail every subject in the book. Mother pay for the government. Right now, government of Jamaica pay for 4 subjects. I don't even know why. Because if the pitney have the aptitude for passing, I don't know why not dash my taxpayers money for pitney we can't pass up. Oh no, waste
the
time.
government going to try to fix that up.
Them need to stop that rubbish. You should only pay for the children who have the aptitude and who are ready to do the exam. Ready to do the exam? Pay for all of them if it come to it. So not just 4. So this child can do 8. Teacher say, yes, the child is ready. Government of Jamaica pay for the 8. Right? Stop with foolishness. Pay for the 8. Right? And these are all primary school children I'm talking about. Because those are the kids who are in prep school and in the high school can pay for their own subjects. Right? Those who are not ready, do not force them to do the exam and don't stop waste my money. I put them in front of an exam where you know them can't pass, right? And I mash up the pit in them brain and I mash up the pit in them self-esteem. Stop it. So I'm saying, you are to make use of all the free schools in this country. No matter which school them put you in, you're going to find the gold and the gem in the school. You're going to find the teacher in that school. In every school, you have a teacher or a principal who can get you there. Mm-hmm. In my school at Central Branch, it was Mr. Abel. He was my principal. Me used to love pay dandishan around on the back. And when the bell ring in a lunchtime around them, I still have pay dandishan. Mr. Abel come with him key and then come in my office, send you to him office, whoop whoop in your hand. Whoop whoop. But the 3rd time that straight me up. Never straight me the first time, and I'm still going back around and going to play now. Now listen to the bed. But by the 3rd time I get the whooping, it straightened me up. There was also another teacher named Mrs. Folks. Mrs. Folks was a teacher who insisted on reading.
Yeah.
I was an excellent reader. Between my mother and Mrs. Folks, I became an excellent reader. There is always a teacher. Mr. Abel had a wife. Mrs. Abel, she taught me in grade 2. That lady was ambidextrous. She could write with both hands. Very good. And I had Miss Blake in grade 1. Those teachers take me through, them work wonders. So parents, you're going to find a teacher in the school who is the bomb at what them do. And you get your child with that teacher. Don't just let picnic loosey-goosey in high school. When Rachel went to Kingsgate, I had to move Rachel from Andrews Prep to Kingsgate. It was a smaller school because she was not, Rachel don't like crowds. So that school was just too much for her. And I put her in that school. The principal, Mrs. Laird's daughter, and the teacher named Miss Notice, took Rachel under her wing. Rachel was in grade 5. Rachel was 5 when she went into grade 1. Because the kid was academically bright, but she wasn't socially bright. Socially, she was a basket case. So they are the ones who take her, and when she a ball for me, she'd have anxiety problem. Never want to leave her. Them say, Miss Davis, just leave her, man. Just leave her. I'm walk.
Still have that.
Yeah, just leave her. I know when I go to her. Mom, where you going? Mom, where you going? And this is a big picnic. Big woman with kids. And she has Zanazio. And she still asks me where me going when I leave here. I may have to break it down. Like, okay, I'm going to the office. Okay, I'm going to that. Sometimes I preempt her. I know she's going to ask me, so I just tell her before I leave, right?
Yeah, but when you coming back to.
I never tell her I may come back to. So,
I know, like I told her I'm leaving on Monday. She's like, already?
So you have to understand. So I'm giving you a long story, but you have to understand no. No matter what school you're going to Jamaica, you have a chance. You want a chance, From in the school, you have a chance, right? You're going to find the activities in the school that you good at. So like me, I was good at lawn tennis and badminton. So I gravitated to that. And I used that to take me through the bleak days. Because by this, my mother left in second farm Ghana foreign for a 1 entry visa and one drama hat, right? And then by the time I was in end of fourth form summer, going into fifth form in September, my father threw me out when I was 15. So I had like a turbulence at Woolmers. But between my rich friend them and Woolmers, so where all of my father threw me out, them don't know so me no live now. Because when me go school, nobody don't know so me no live now. My grade started slipping. And when my grade started slipping from second form, my mother leave. Pick up back in a third form. Because again of the teachers, the rich kids. I remember teaching a young lady mathematics. I had to teach her mathematics. She never understood. Forget her name. But I taught her mathematics. My good friend Jackie, she taught me physics and the higher maths when I got to grade fifth form now and I had to do the CXCS. So I remember Miss Pinto, the principal, said when she looked at my grades for third form, she said, "Damn, you fail. It's a white woman, Miss Pinto. You failed English and literature, but you have such good marks in sciences. So my physics, my chemistry, my bio, all of those are top notch."
Right.
And she said, I'm gonna send you to sciences, but you're gonna be one of these doctors that can't read and write. That was so funny. But the woman said, because sciences, one of the best things she could have done, she said, because art's a problem for me.
Oh, but you don't do any science now.
No, I don't. Because the geography and the history, not me at all. I don't like all that reading. So anyway.
But those are arts.
So anyway.
Those not science.
No, those are arts. That's why I say if I went to the arts, I wouldn't manage. So.
But no, you don't do anything in science.
No, I don't.
Like, so your career went left field of what Miss Pinto envisioned.
When them time I should have teach sales skills.
Yeah.
And marketing, they didn't. So therefore, guys, no matter which school, you're going to do the same thing. You're going to go into the school, you're going to do well at whatever you can do well in. So you like music, you like mechanic, you like maths, you like whatever, pump your energy and effort into that. You're going to do well.
And leave the waste time friends.
Yeah. And no, we're not telling them what to do now. We're going to tell you what to do, but we're going to say the other way. You want to hang out with the bright kids, my mother teach me that. And you want to hang out with the rich kids who richer than you, right? Them they hang out. By the time now, you will get some more exposure to other people, how them live and them lifestyle and all of that, right? And then, when you're at the high school and you're doing all of that, end of fifth form, you get 5 O levels, I got 5. Tony, how much you get? 7? My other daughter, Rachel, must have 19 of them. You're going to run with anything you get. I told my children, I said, listen, if you get one subject, it's not a problem. We're not doing it over. We're not wasting time. We're going forward. We're not going backwards. You're not going to do that exam again. We're going forward. We are going to find you a job with 1 O level we give. So if that's a flip burger, if that's a work at KFC, if that's a go sweep somebody floor, it's your runway.
I'm glad when you said that because I can't even watch one movie twice. Much less to go study over 6
seasons. So you are going to run with anything you get. Remember, what you get is the effort that you put in so far. But why I want you move forward? I don't want you look backwards. You see, while you look backwards, your peers them are run ahead of you.
Not only that, by doing a subject over, you're holding yourself back
a whole year.
Yeah.
You could have just picked up yourself with your 0 subject, go to heart, jump into any program that you like. Construction, hospitality, solar panel, anything that you like. Because the people might take it from scratch and like, know nothing. And guess what? You see that school level name art, you can literally bounce around the night for a couple of years. Tony, wouldn't know that. So when I left with my 5 O levels, I had Tony and at 17 and had take me back and put me in a school leavers program and paid me 50. Is it 50 cents or $50?
$50, man.
$50 a day or a week?
Must be a week.
$50 a day, something like that. So I used to buy two tin of baby feeding.
$50 a day?
Two tin of baby feed. I think it's $50 a week.
Yeah.
I used to buy two tin of baby feed, which was $7, I think, at the time. Pay the lady to take care of Tony, and I went to school. You're going to go forward with anything you get. Parents who listen to me live in Jamaica, focus that with your children, your nieces, and nephews, everybody. So, all right, them waste the primary school. Them low for the high school. And them come out with only 0 subject. Don't turn back. Don't pay for it again. Don't full up all of them private high school. Them a waste of time. Same way. Say to the child, listen, you go up on the art website and you find something you like. Apply for the school and go and do that. For those of you who are without money and you cannot feed this child, you cannot pay any bus fare, you're going to look for a school at heart that does boarding. One such school is out in Clarendon called, who know the school at Clarendon where they do agricultural services?
Name Ebony something?
Ebony Park? No, man. I say it there. The school, they actually sent out an ad the other day now. That school have boarding and the school can take 500 kids. School underutilized. Them feed the breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You live on the school.
Ebony Park.
Ebony Park. What subjects them do out there? So Ebony Park, out in Clarendon, guys, have a school that is run by the Heart Trust NTA. So this year you start and you say, all right, I'm going to do turf management, or I'm going to do goat rearing, or I'm going to do whatever else you want to do. And you go through and you say, boy, I'm not like it. Register again. Stay in the school. The school will take you from 17 up to age 99. What is happening to our young people is that they don't stay in school long enough to get themselves a trade or a skill or a profession that they like.
Vegetable
that they're good at. They don't stay long enough.
Oh, chef.
Them the chef.
Party.
What does them do?
Supervisor management, agriculture, livestock valuation, food and beverage restaurant management, commercial food preparation, general agriculture, hydroponics, turf management. All those are people taking like golf course and those things. Landscaping, tractor operation and maintenance. Oh, there's a whole heap. Too much outdoor jobs.
You must can't find one of them something I wanna do.
This turf management thing seems nice.
Go and do one of those trades or skills or whatever at the Heart School at Ebony or anywhere. I think them also have a school in Stony Hill that they board people. Find the boarding schools. So parents, you don't have the money. This kid they fail everything and boy them just not cut it. Just send them in the hand. Government of Jamaica, remember me a pay tax, Tony a pay tax, everybody a pay tax. This is what runs these schools. Get them in the school. Go and find something to do in that school. Go register them. Go with them to the school and make sure them register. When them for come in, carry them suitcase and everything and drop them off in the school and make them go and go to the work. If it is that you're dropping turf management and you don't like it, switch over. You can probably do 3-4 years. I eat food. And I do all these things. Before you know it, the same school gonna give you work. Wait at the school lab. The same school, they give you work. All right. So that's how you're gonna beat the work system, right?
The training system.
The training system. You're gonna be working. The training system. Remember, I'm showing you the free way to do it, you know. I know you don't pay once out of your pocket yet. Matter of fact, your mother only pay bus fare and lunch money. So
if that, they can join the PAL program and get lunch from
the PAF program.
And get free lunch for primary and high school.
Right, they can get free lunch. But listen now. After that now, you get to work. So when you get to work in an art scene, one at Ebony, or you go out and you find a work in a hotel or call center, or you're the top chef, or you're the whatever. And if you stay in the thing long enough, you will become the top. You are now going to. One thing about the work where I'm going to say to you now. If you're born poor, I don't want you to start a business first. I don't want you to do that. I don't want you go out, go to no business management and then come talk about you have a farm business and you have a start business and please don't.
You don't know about business.
Because what you don't have is experience. And that's like a beat, the experience. 24/70, you should have gone already. So
you will give them story time.
What I want you to do, I want you to look for a job that is going to take your statutory deductions.
Pay slip job.
Pay slip job. You want to look at pay slip job with them
with a big company.
NHT, NIS. Next one. NHT, NIS, education. And if you're above the threshold, they'll take your income tax. Mm-hmm. You want to get a pay slip job with a big company. With Cinco, DNG, Nestle, all them company were big and you know them big. You know them. They're all over Jamaica. Fontana, Burger King, KFC, what all of them. Yeah. Get your work.
Any call center job these days.
Yeah.
If you get call center training at heart.
Yeah, get a pay slip work. The hotels, just make sure they might take care of statutories, right?
You want a pay slip work.
Why am I saying I want a pay slip work? Because if you're born poor, from a poor family, the first thing you must buy is a house. If you come from a poor family, chances are your mother and father don't have a house. And you have brother and sister behind you or in front of you struggling on the same boat. You must buy a house. You have NHT. Why you get pay slip work? Because I'm going to take a statutory. Within 1 year, you're going to qualify. But in the year when you try qualify, more you to try save up some money. And more you do like hustling. I call it hustling. I not call it business yet. Here I'm more.
They can get one of those jobs that takes a small amount of the pay towards a savings thing too.
I don't want them to do that. Don't make them take the money for the savings. Savings is for losers, as
Mommy,
Robert
but they
Kiyosaki
can do it
says.
for if they're not. Remember, they don't have no skills of savings management because they've never had any money.
Yeah, but me want them take a portion of the pay when them will get, and me need it to do something like hustling. So listen up. You're gonna look around and see what can sell. If you're poor, chances are round you have shopkeeper, you have all kind of things. You can't say to a shopkeeper, they're going to give you some sweetie for X and you can sell them for Y. Are you looking at the shop and you say, oh, them not sell no underwear, no inner selling. No. Let me see if I can sell some underwear. So you might go get some underwear, run up and down in the wholesale, let me buy that, get the shopkeeper and you say, may I give you for $10, you can sell it back for $15. You don't care much you sell it back for anyway, just like collect a $10 offer, right? Mm-hmm. Or you can sell them same place in your workplace. So if you work for, why am I work for a big company? A big company come with enough people. Mm-hmm. All of them people you can sell biscuit, bag juice, sky juice, well not sky juice, but bag juice.
Whatever your company not selling.
Underwear, whatever the company not selling. I'm telling you that's how I did it, right? I stole stockings, I stole biscuit out of my drawer. Even Wrigley's, you're surprised how much money Wrigley's make. That's why I see the man up on the road that sell Wrigley's make enough money. Cheese tricks, mint.
Especially if your job is a shut-in job.
Yes, if you sit down one desk all day in your drawer, so can easily become. But you have to keep it on the down low. You take your orders and you deliver to the people, right? I want you to do that for the whole year and back up some money while you're in the pay slip work. Get yourself in the groove of talking to people. You want some sweets to buy. You want some whatever. Because the thing is, you train yourself in a sales now. If you can't talk, you can't make money. You see how long me I talk? If you don't pay me for talk, me that win. Me that empty out the whole of the bank account. Because I can't talk non-stop without a break. Right? So therefore, that's what I want you to do. Then now, after 1-2 years, having back up some money. I remember, you bring your mother and father, everybody in this too, So if you pick up, say, say, sky juice, no bag juice look like it will sell by the dozen, you might say, all right, I can go down that town. I can buy about 5 dozen bag juice. Mama, I want you to go around to your friend them and take some order and then we deliver. Okay, you take the order them first before you go buy it, right? So look around and see where we work, what the people them want, where them go a shop for every minute where you can fill a gap with that, right? And you fill the gap. You're going to do that 1-2 years, get your family involved, everybody, not up the money. Then you're going to look at house. NHT said I'm going to get 9 million for your house. Oh, for crying out loud. Stop saying you can't find a house in 9 million. You have to find it, right? If NHG said 5 million for land, find a land for 5 million. Like we have Villanova for 6 million. Miss Davis 6 million. NHG give 5. By the time you do what me I tell you for 1 year, I guarantee you'll have $1 million in your bank account. You will. Jamaicans have this famous thing where them carry around name round robin. Round robin is a good way to make money, right? They make money all the time. So you could probably find a round robin and get into it and then make it work for you, right? So that is what you do if you're born poor. You stay in the school, you must get a trade or a profession. Stay in the free schools. Get your trade, get your profession. Come out, start your work life. Look for your work in a big company where have pay slip I go give you, right? Use the pay slip with your NHT, get your loan and get your money because you buy a property. Start with a little piece of land because that deposit is easier to achieve. Then you're going to, if you can't find a $9 million house, you're going to start with a little piece of land. You're going to buy the land. You're going to take NHT 6 million. So it's 11 million now if it's you alone. 5 million them give you for land. Then them have a 6 million for you can build a house. Take the 6 million, start with a little 2 bedroom, 1 bathroom, pack up everybody, their mother, father, his sister, them brother, everybody. Right? Work your way from this up. You may find that you the more addition to that house, or you may leave it for them. Because you get bigger, older, you get more jobs, and you step up in a life, you may move out of that and you leave it, give them, but you still pay for it, right? And then as the other siblings grow up and come up, them may go leave too, but mama and dada are going to stabilize and are going to have somewhere to live. Not only that, if you go out a road and you buck your foot and you have to come back, you run come back right this up. And this are already stabilized for everybody, right? That's what you have to understand. Poor people must understand that two things you need to figure out when you become an adult: how to feed yourself. By feeding yourself, you're going to get your trade, your profession, or your skill. That's how you're going to feed yourself. And the second one is how you shelter yourself. How do you put a roof over your head? That's the second thing that you need to focus on. Not that, oh, may I get married? Oh, what is some love said about do, Tony? Buy a car. All of those things. No.
Move out and parent.
Move out and go parent. No. No. When you move out and go parent, you're not taking your family with you. You get destabilized. That much I can tell you. You no longer have the benefit of mama and dada. I wash your clothes for you if you go work the next day. Make sure your dinner is there when you come home. Wake up a morning time for go to work. You no longer have that stability. So you're going to suffer and struggle. And then if you have a baby, no, it's even worse. If you have a baby, you want your mother and your father there with you. You want to be in the same house with them because them are help to stabilize you. Right? And in stabilizing you working and you can thrive quicker and faster. That's the mistake that a lot of persons make when them poor. Them go buy a car first. Them go start business. And business is just a anti-mode. You can't ever break through. So you don't want that. All right. You have questions? We can't run off now.
Yeah, questions. My Serenity was saying, tell me about the 2-tier system when working with a project manager. What role of procurement manager?
The procurement manager is the one who buy the things, find it. So the project manager is usually out on the outside, So if it's house you're building, he has to be there to make sure the house line out proper. He must supervise plumber, painter, electrician, the people on the ground, must do all of that, right? Procurement deal with accounting. So how much money we need, how much in the kitty, how much coming. So 50 million coming as a first tranche from the bank. What do we need? Project manager will say what you need. So I might say we need 15 hours with the excavator to do that, right? We need It's the first spot. They might have been doing some excavating, in other words, grading road, grading. So that's usually heavy duty equipment, work by the hour, right? Um, that's what I'm gonna need. The procurement manager also oversee and spot check certain things. So let us say him say 15 hours of work. The the procurement manager, who's usually on site too, you will probably know when the tractor came in. You go out a couple of times for the day and you see say your tractor still at work. The man clock in and say in the 4 hours, in the 5 hours, into 6 hours. Procurement manager is a check and balance. Because the project manager might run off of the site, maybe for go look on something. So let us say I look on some pipes or some steel or whatever I look on, God knows. Usually I don't further them I look on things like doors, windows, and so on. But the procurement is the one who pay the people to. So the project manager is gonna do up the bills for the laborers, how much that. So your procurement person is supposed to have a good idea, say 5 laborers up on the site, 2 plumbers is now on the site, and this is the what amount of hours or how much they work per day. And so rain did fall the Saturday, so we never really do know where the body never come out work. Check off them pay a bill there and make sure. You really can't have the project manager. I do the project plus I manage the finances.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
I'm not check and balance. Think about it. The operations manager is a person who in the factory who makes sure so the corned beef up on the conveyor belt. We know so we're gonna need 10 corned beef to come off of the belt this week because we have to send out a shipment a 100 box, whatever. Operations that. So that's just something similar to what the project manager doing. But the operations of getting this construction going. If you tie up your project manager with financial stuff, you know, have a check and balance with it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So your procurement person too must have an idea to of construction. So let us say come and say, we're gonna need 50 length of half-inch pipe or 50 length of drain pipes. You must know, say, the half-inch pipe coming at 20 feet. And maybe the drain pipe only coming at 10 feet or 19 feet. That way. If you say you need 50 length, you know a 2 pipe. Need 100 length, you know a 4 pipe. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when you're ordering from Omni or whoever you're ordering from, they already have an idea of what it is. So if the man come to you to and say, we need 100 length of drain pipe, your procurement person to must can read the drawing to know that how is this 100 length when this I tell me say a ongo 50 feet a road. Things like that.
Okay.
So let me bring up a drawing. Can I get to my EcoStead drawing? My WhatsApp is still up.
That closer.
Go into my email, type in EcoStead. Now, one of the worst things you can do as a project owner is to be overseas and your project is going on. You need to be on the ground. You need to be here on your site every day. I see the big developers like Gore, Recon, Chemtech. All of them are on the ground. They're not at foreign trying to do this thing.
It's none of those. So what else am I type?
Type engineer. You could have typed drawings to machine. Could have engineer. No, that's electrical. Infrastructure works, quality survey, bill of quantities. Type in drawings. Wow. 8 prints. Needed. Superior. Not sure what I mean by that. So the drainage drawing. Layout.
Mm-hmm.
What me it up for me?
iTunes.
Or we should have probably download it.
That's what I did. Then I tried to open it and not open. Hope it works. Yeah, I think I just saw it.
Now open it out first. Let me see if it have the details that I need. I think that should be one of them drainage drawing.
It's a big drawing, you know.
Look at that.
What?
Look at that big drawing. It's a PDF picture. It's not an AutoCAD. But I guess the internet is sketchy.
No, this is on the PC now. It downloaded. I didn't.
Open it bigger.
It's good at 17%. Does it have what you want?
Let me see. So, alright. So that time is a 600, which are 2 feet wide HDP pipe. Them not a drain pipe. That time is alright, give me the road, give me the width. Yeah.
What's her name? Norma was asking you, what is going to be the price range for Portland?
Well, now I don't know yet. Can't have it in my head, but I can't talk yet. But you can afford it now.
You have to make sure your costing is right.
Yeah, that's what we're working on first. All right, are they seeing this?
Let me see. No. Let's see it's on this. Yeah, let's see it. You man, go ahead.
Might have to take down the size a little bit first so that they can see the whole thing.
That's the deal. But they're seeing it.
All right, so this is the whole thing here of our drawing. So this up here in this peak is where the school is, Norwich Primary School. This is an NWC pump that's right beside us. I'm always so lucky to get a land where NWC is. I can't tell you that I'm not a water. Like Riverside, guys, Riverside have an NWC pump right beside. As a matter of fact, them get the well, the best part of the land. Previous owners sold it out. All right, so this is our dry gully here. And along here is what we call a arena mattress that they want us to put here, right? Now,
A what?
arena mattress and Gibeon baskets. This is what.
Oh, that's the thing with the stones.
Yeah, this is what I'm gonna hold up. I'm gonna cut cross again. All right, look now. So you have a whole heap of details on your drawing that you can use. If you're a total novice, read it carefully. So road number 1 telling me that it is 9 meters wide, which is about 30 feet in width, right?
It's not very wide.
So you look here, you see drain, MH mean drain manhole. The depth here of this manhole is 1.831. That should be meters. Oh my God. And it's gonna have in it a 900 HD pipe, which is 900 mm is about 3 feet, roughly 300 mm make a foot, right? So this drain pipe here is 900 mm, which is 3 feet, the big ones, right? But as you come into the drawing and you look more, you realize, okay, so this is a 900. Let me see if the 900 carries through. When you look now, you realize him changed the spec to a 600 or so, right? This is 600, 600. So that's a 2 feet. So it's moving from here to here. You come down 600, 600, 600, 600. All right. Now, how much is 600 or 2 feet at 8% train manual? It's a 1. Some it's a 2 meter. 2 meter? Okay, 2.9 at a 3 at a 9 feet. Ouch.
What are you trying to tell them?
All right. So here is your. So this time, so this is a 4 meter wide Reno. So that means this is 4 meters wide. Do I have the length of the road? Of the
That's what, the gully?
yeah. This is a gully.
So that's what, to retain the gully?
No, this is the base of the gully. So let us say I'm come to you and him say him want. Oh, we're gonna need Reno mattress of how much? This width. The next Reno width. What you want at the width? So you take the length. The width is 4 meters wide, which you know. So I don't have the length on this. I must have it on another drawing. Do I have a key? So all of these things are things that I would look at. So I usually take the financial management part. Because I'm going to question everything, anything them put in front of me now, I question it and I work it back to the T. So how long is the dry gully? What is the width? How much height you need? So if this is gonna be shingles or stones in here to make this, then you don't want to calculate how much truckload, right? Of it you're gonna need. If this is Gabion basket running along here, you want to know the length of this and the height that the Gabion basket must go, so that you know how much Gabion basket. And you want to know height and length same way of the Gabion basket itself.
How many cages you need?
Right. You want to know all of these lengths. It's not in this store. Wow, calculate this. But what I did, I have this as another diagram. Come on to this Tony. Let me go to the water diagram.
You need to answer some more questions.
All right, hold on. Just get me to the water diagram. See there? So every single drawing give you a level of detail that you need. What you might not be au fait with is, even me myself, I'm not au fait with it. When I'm have to cut and fill. I know the depth because our engineer is pretty good. He gives you everything. But sometimes when you're on the ground, you cut and fill. It's not a perfect science, right? You cut the road, you have to cut it here, then you have to fill over here. It's not a perfect science. So that one is tricky. So for that, like that, when them get to that, you have to be on site. Because remember, your tractor's working by the hour, right? Unless you get a tractor with a fixed rate. Some will do that, give you a fixed rate. And then that will tell you that, okay, you must say, I'll cut down the whole of the hill and then I'm going to charge 15 million. Your fixed contract.
All right, so water diagram.
I may really say if him can cut it down for 15 million. Might start and abandon it, but which is why you want stages. And this thing will move, Tony. All right, see, to propose. So this black line telling me that is a 4-inch line coming in here. See it here, 100 mm, 25 mm make a inch, guys. So this tell me so this is a 4-inch coming in.
That's a 4-inch pressure water pipe.
Yeah, coming in. So that's coming in and it's going to our distribution tank, which is our water tank, which is here. This blue thing, that's going to be our water tank, right? It also shows me that where these connections are. So this particular drawing actually comes with a, if you have one of these drawings, it comes to the laterals here. So it tell me that we must share off or tee off to lots, right? Um,
So that water line that comes in is a metal pipe.
Next drawing, I go tell them say must give me the length and the. So you have a key.
25.
So this is your hydrant. You have a legend. This is your hydrant. This is the symbol, and so you look for it on the map, right? This is a double lateral, a single. This dotted line means you have 100 mm distribution main. These are the caps. These are the gate valves. So you can literally go now and count. So let us see what a hydrant looks like. So where are the hydrants? Hold on. Hydrant. I could show this down again. This. Why? Come like my glasses not working, guys.
Hydrant should be near the front. See here.
That's 1, 2. So you see, you can literally go through and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can't go right round in the thing and count it. So if the man come to you and say he need 50 hydrant, you must know so I'm going to 20 the scheme need.
And just buy that.
Right. And you have what's called a takeoff. So let me show them what a takeoff looks like. Go on to my email. So takeoff is a takeoff of quantities like pipes and salt that I had to go through and do. So that I have an idea of how many pipes, how many hydrants that I'm gonna need.
Yeah, there are other questions here.
Shoot me the question while I look for this.
My Renti says, can a project manager work remotely with periodic visits? The project manager?
Project manager? No, sir.
Or maybe. Jovan says project management can be done remotely. However, you will need honest and reliable boots on the ground. And Jovan says 2 attributes that aren't so easy to find without immediate oversight. And Norma says, Jovan, you better believe that.
Oh, you close this. Stop me here.
In the article, trying to get to your email.
In Jamaica, you have to have project management on the ground. Even a simple construction build, you better catch that error there early. If you catch it late.
Yeah, we work with block and steel too, so everything is very to go and put up, to go and get a like if the building layout lean.
Listen, a simple thing in them roadworks here. The man put in the sewage pipe in the ground, and the man seal the pipe.
Yes.
Now lock up the pipe, and the pipe in the ground, guys. Can you imagine when the homeowner them come and start use sewage?
Yeah.
What will happen? Or the man them put in the sewage line on the wrong levels. So instead of sewage are flow down at how it is supposed to flow, the sewage either travel too fast, so the water run well left everything, or it go too slow, and it now go back up. No, you have to be on the ground, especially when it comes to infrastructure work. Somebody have to be there who know what they do.
And if you build a line out lean, so that cause problem right up until roofing up.
No, we're not talking about building, no, we're talking about infrastructure works. So can you imagine that in a subdivision, I may realize now, say, the man them put the light posts on the people in land. Instead of the light post in the verge where it's supposed to be, because light post not even for the past sidewalk. It's for in the space between the sidewalk and your peg, which is a verge. Just imagine all that now. You know, all it is to get GPS to come move a light post. Right? Or
You never realized.
or you made a connection. You made a connection for water. Right? And when you take that whole section of the development, no and the whole place lock up back and not only were they not laid, but hear this now. They laid the pipes and them never sand under the pipe. So every time the tractor come and build somebody house or do something, them the pipe will bust up left, right, and center. For want of a better word.
You have to have proper oversight. You have to have someone who's on the ground and who pay attention to detail.
Yeah. If you're not on the ground, you must have somebody who represents you on the ground who is a stickler for detail. Certain work, if you're not a stickler for detail, you can't do it.
Terrell says, late but here, always a pleasure to hear you.
Hi, Terrell. Terrell, may I look for the takeoff? These things now have to be printed to go in my folder because we're going to construction shortly. So.
Oh, it's Burrell. It's T. Burrell, not Terrell. T. Burrell. First name Troy. And Chris wants to know, hi, Miss Claudia and Tony. What do you think about Wim Estate in Old Harbor?
I've been out there a long time, but they're right beside New Era Village.
New Harbor Village.
New Harbor Village.
Yeah, I mean, at a time when we're looking at the modern units, we actually drove to New Harbor Village. Remember to get to the back where the body unit was at the time. But the houses were nice.
Yeah, the houses were nice.
Right. And they were at a really good price point when they first came out. We haven't been there in years though.
All right, sure. Put this on the map. I mean, sorry. Gosh, I'm so hungry right now. Again.
You realize it's only salad for dinner, right?
Boy, we should have some oxtail and bean and white rice.
I know. It's like
I have a price in my head for Norwich. I hope it works, because if it works, then most persons will be able to afford it. If it doesn't work, then the price has to be higher, but we're trying to fine tune the costing.
What did you tell me to do? No, that's not it. Come back again. No, you have to download it, Mom.
Download it. I click download. You're on?
Yeah, man, it's not up yet though. It's in there.
Should we take that down the screen?
Take one off the screen. Yeah, but I'm trying to get this up first.
All right, so for your project, you also need what's called a takeoff. It make your life simpler. So your project people, your people do your quantities and all of this. Them would do that independent, but I usually get a takeoff because I want to match back what the numbers that they're telling me. Because if them tell you that you need 50 length of pipe at X, and then it is really 100 length you need at Y, you can say sideways with that.
So takeoff is what? The numbers,
some of the
quantities of the things that's needed.
Right. So like this first thing is earth fill. So this will tell me say 1.144 cubic, and then I'm gonna charge you a rate. Road and paving curb channel, we need 2,112 meters of curb and channel. Concrete sidewalk, which is 4 inches thick, I'm gonna need 143 cubic meters. Remember, concrete is in cubic, which is length times width times height divided by 27. So those HD pipes we're looking at, remember we had two sizes that we saw. We saw the 600 mm and we saw the 900 mm. So the 600 mm, I need 704 meters. The 900 mm, I'm going to need 190 meters. Pension ponds may have 765 square meters of the pension pond. Here, marina mattress, wide. So give me square meters. So if I divide 2139 by 4, I have the length of the gully. Because this is square meters, right? My drain manhole, I need 24 each. 34 drain manholes I have. So double laterals, 23, single laterals, 12. The main water main distribution line is 883 meters in length. I need 5 caps, 13 gate valves, 2 washouts, 100 force, 237. Oh, these are the main line of coming. And
14
then
hydrants.
14 hydrants. So if I go through back and count my drawing, I should at least get 14 hydrants, right? And I need a 9,000 gallon water tank. My boundary wall is telling me at 7 feet high. What is? Which is, well, that's just in meters. So at 7 feet high, I need 2,663 square meters. Wow. That's length times width. So technically, if I divide 133, if I divide this 2,663, this is what, square meter? Square meter.
Says M, says meter, right?
Yeah. So if I divide this by 7, I get the length of the wall. Really? That looks a little bit. So another quick way for me to do it, if I really want to know, is I take the average back, all the lots on the back wall. I look at them and I say, what is the average width of each lot?
Jovan wants to know what is a washout valve for.
That's something for the pipe. Where is the washout valve? 2, yeah. That's for in case the line get clogged. Just like in the house, you have clean out valve. The same thing. All right. I'm trying to 2,663.
I think the takeoff lift have the incorrect gallon water tank. The drawing had 90,000, but the takeoff has 9,000. Good spot, Jovan.
Good spot, Jovan. So that should be 90,000. Okay, good spot. I'm checking there. Well, I think I got the estimate for the water tank already. Actually, 45 million is coming out that with Israel Tech. And it is 90,000 that they got. Because 9,000 gallons of water is like 1,000 gallon tanks that we put in our house. 2863. 2863. Right, so this is something that I would look at as a guide for me. Something about the wall too, you know.
Well, you have time to check it back. Procurement officer.
That's a 409 meters at the wall, go right round the scheme. Could be. No, sir. 409 meters. That right? The average width of 50 divided by 360. How much was it? 409? 25 lots.
25 lots on the border?
Should be. If the maths are right, kinda. So basically you'd take that first drawing that we have,
Mm-hmm.
You don't look on the width of each. If you know if it never come in for your drawing, them if they because them can do it on them AutoCAD and all that. So the engineer, I may have length on an art drawing. The engineer would have given me the length of each. And I can also use the key from the first key from the road. So let us say them say the road is approximately 400 square meters, and I also know the width of the road. So if road one is 400 square meters, I know that is 9 point something was on it. So I divide 400 by 9 point something and I have a length of the road. So I can't do it that way.
Time to wrap up.
Time to wrap up. 5 o'clock already, guys. We talk about peer construction today. Oh, put the thing in the chat.
We didn't talk
So,
about peer construction.
you need-
Well, my serenity wanted some questions.
My Serenity, you're going to need to work with a good, proper surveyor. You need an engineer on the site, civil or structural. Make sure that your elements are in properly. Your drains, your roads, that's what they do. Structural and civil engineers, that's what they do. So you want a proper engineer on site. Engineers usually visit, come tell them what to do, them do it and come back and check and so on. Project manager though needs to be on location. Don't know where to get this thing about project manager. Must be in the cloud or off here. This is a hands-on thing. This is not marketing and lawyering where we send people documents and check it and this is on the ground, right? So therefore,
So maybe the procurement officer can be off the ground.
maybe he can be off the ground. But the procurement officer have to be on the ball with numbers, measurements.
Yeah.
Have to know. And also, so then we tell you, say we need 50 concrete truck, 10 cubic per truck. So you need 500 cubic concrete for come. For do what? Or the sidewalk. Yes, we know so the concrete truck I can pour the sidewalk. But you better know if you calculate concrete. You even know much sidewalk, the width of the sidewalk, the depth of the sidewalk. You need to know that. Because a man might tell you need 50 truck of concrete at 10 cubic per concrete when you only need 20. That's the way the cookie gonna come up. That is where your thing get out of hand. And if it's housing you're doing, you have to be on the ground. You can't the housing not being on the ground. That's a daily thing, a daily check. One mistake, problem. Is which property? Them telling me I have a breach and it's a new construction. Never line out properly. Trying to remember you want a new housing scheme still. Can't remember now. But everybody, if you're talking about construction, hands on. Hands on, right? We spoke about subdivisions and developments. Good field to get into. Make sure the first one that you do is a really small one, and preferably one that don't have any roads and so on. I'm doing roads and so on now, but I've done others before that didn't have any roads and so on. So get your foot wet in the market and do these things, right? Same thing with the construction. But remember,
And always build your model unit first.
build a model unit if you so many things can go wrong. So you have to build a model unit first so that you know what the product looks
Especially
like.
if you're new.
Especially if you're new. Look at the line out 10 house guys and oh my god, nightmare. Yeah. So you have to make sure the things work. For the most part in construction, electricians here are pretty good. Our electricians are a bright bunch. Plumbing can be sketchy. That's where you're going to have problems. You want to hand over the house, the plumbing is going to be the issue, right? Same thing even with your
And
infrastructure.
most of the plumbing is forget.
Yeah. Forget to do a connection. So
Because the plumbing itself is good. It's the connection that they forget to do and forget to tighten and that causes the issues down the road.
yes. So Jovan, thanks for that. I'm gonna have to go check the takeoff, but that no, I wouldn't check until I'm actually ready now to do the construction. Then we'll go back through and just double check everybody's estimates that they gave us to see if are those estimates in line in terms of the quantities now. Because if we get the quantities wrong, everything is wrong. If the quantities are correct in terms of how much cut and fill, how much drain pipes, how much side, so on. Right?
Your question. What's the best way to identify land for subdivision?
Best way, Jovan.
If you're new,
If you're new,
flatland.
flatland. First thing. Make sure to have road frontage. If you're
A wide one.
long road frontage. That way you don't have to build any road. You can just cut up along the road, right? So you might get maybe 4 lots out of it, 6 lots, 10 lots, whatever, but you're cutting up along a road. Make sure there's electricity in the area and NWC's running water is in the area. NWC not there can be a little tricky, right? You want to also make sure some kind of taxi route is about the place. Not necessarily bus, but definitely taxi.
Yeah. Easy transportation.
Easy transportation. And not up in the boonies, not too far off a main road.
Yeah.
Whatever the main road look like in the parish, it must not be too far off the main road. Right? So that's what you're looking for. I would add to that too. Before, I usually say you needed to have internet and cable. But now with Starlinks, you don't have to worry about that too much. But definitely the NWC water, the electricity, make sure you're close to a main. So like all our developments are close to the main, just stepping stone are on the main. So St. John's Road, Palmetto Pines, on the main. Villanova, step from the main. Ecostead, on the main. Riverstead, on a big main, Brownstown Main Road. So you want to make sure that, and the utilities are in place, right? That's a good way. And of course, remember the taxis.
And
They
if
must
you're
can step
new,
out and pick up a taxi.
It must be small.
And if you're new, you're just wetting up your foot, you want a small substart with a small subdivision, so you go through the ropes with NEPA and who else are there? Mines and Geology, NEPA,
1 to 2 acres.
NWC, Ministry of Health if you're doing sewage. You don't want to do sewage for your first project. You want to stay away from that. So but also if you're doing don't so NHT will lend you for subdivision too. But only 9 lots you must get, something like that. It's a complicated thing. It's called Bill 9. So you can find some people don't use them NHT yet. You can all get together and do a subdivision as well. It's called Build 9. All right. I have never tested it out because it's tricky to find 9 NHT people who can trust each other, who want to come together to do this. It's better for people who actually have house and land already. Yes, Jovan, 4 lots, 5 lots, 6 lots. But I would say make sure you're not cutting any road
For your first one.
for the first one.
The first one, you mostly just wanted the paperwork.
Yeah, paperwork. And then you sell a lot.
Yeah.
And 4 lots, to cut road for 4 lots, it's not cost effective. That's why I say make sure you have road frontage, so you're not cutting no road. The road is the most expensive part of it. Not the NWC, not JPS, the road.
Yeah, when you have a little profit now, then you look for something really because of one road or
a single road in another place.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Right? And you get more money
and
now.
you still don't want to do any sewage, just a road.
Yeah, no, yes, it's just a road. So the trick with it, Jovan, if you don't get yourself mixed up with sewage, cut up your lots in 6,000 square feet up. 6,000 up. Not 3,000 like Palmetto Pines, which is 3,000, but we're putting in a sewage. Right? You want to stick to 6,000 square feet up. Right? So if you find a land that you want a good engineer and surveyor, you need 2 people now. You're going to need an engineer and a surveyor to do your subdivision drawings, get everything in. And you need somebody like me.
If he's doing his first one, he just needs a surveyor.
If you're doing the first one without road, you only need a surveyor.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Because the first one we did was 4 lots, as I said, Jovan. We didn't put in any road, and we only use a surveyor. Actually, to that day, I'm still using the same surveyor. So and that was in Newport. We only did 4 lots. So you only want a surveyor, you're right, for the first, or 20 you pay attention for the first one. But if you're not gonna put in road, drain, sidewalk, curb wall, you need an engineer drawings.
Mm-hmm. All right, mommy, time to sign off.
All right, everybody, thank you so much.
Andrew's wishing you best in health. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. Tony's putting on salad, so I guess best in health. And yes, I have my 2 last festival for the year. Jeez, I'm a vex. 2 last flour dumpling for the year. All right, guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you
Bye.
next week.
See you